Welcome back to my channel. My name is Olive and today's class is going to be a slow flow yoga class. It's there for you to do in the evenings to just help wind down and down regulate your nervous system. So in terms of equipment, all you're going to need is a yoga block, yourself, your mat, and we're going to get started lying on our backs. As you find yourself lying down, try to make yourself 5% more comfortable. Whether that's releasing the grip in your hands, allowing the feet to gently fall away, letting the shoulders soften back into the ground. And as we're here, just start to zone in and observe your breathing. Noticing your inhales and your exhales. Perhaps the rhythm, the cadence of your breath. Then from here, slowly, one by one, we're just going to move our limbs and experience some weightlessness in them. So I'd just like you to begin by gently wriggling your right fingers. Bring a little bit of movement into the wrist. Maybe peeling the hand off the ground. Eventually, imagine there are strings attached to your fingers and they're gently guiding the hand up towards your ceiling. Arm is now extended, shoulder is off the ground. And then just allow the arm to fall, maybe side to side, backwards, on a diagonal. Just let it move wherever. Again, as if that string is gently guiding your arm around. Moving it through the air, letting it feel the sensation of heaviness, but also weightlessness. Then allow it to come back down to rest on the ground. Wriggling now to the left fingertips and the wrist. And again, peeling that arm off the ground by the string. See where this arm wants to go. Does it find itself moving into different patterns or similar patterns as the right hand side? Is it more fluid? Is it more clunky? But again, ultimately going for this weightlessness. And once again, let it relax, let it fall back down. Wriggling now into the right toes, into the ankle. Maybe start by bending the leg, peeling the foot off the ground, taking it up towards the ceiling. Again, same kind of movement here. This gentle weightlessness. See how big or how small the movements are. Where does it want to go? Then again, gently bring the leg back down to the ground. Wriggle into the left toes, the ankle, create any circles. Bend the leg, peel the foot up towards the ceiling. Again, any movement here. Seeing how this leg feels. Do the legs feel heavier than the arms did? And then slowly, slowly bring everything back down. Just take a breath in through the nose. And a gentle exhale out of the mouth. Bring the palms together, rub the hands. Take the hands over the eyes. And slowly as you release them, blink the eyes open, bring yourself back. So we're going to start on our backs, still lying down, We're going to gradually work into some of our joints. So let's start by bending and bringing the right knee into the chest, and I just want you to create some circles into the right hip socket. As small or as big as you want them to be, just lubricating the hips. You can change direction with it. Beautiful. And then from here, pause with the right leg. Slide the left foot up, plant it to the ground, and you're going to cross the right ankle above your left knee, so take it into figure 4. From here, if you hug your left thigh into your chest, and you can be still, or you can gently start to rock and sway side to side. Just observe the shift in the body, in the position, how the muscles feel, and where you might be noticing any sensations. From here, we're going to take it into a twist. So with the hands, if you just release them by your side, let the legs go all the way down towards the left. So the right foot comes to the floor, the left knee down. Sometimes it's quite nice to take the left hand to gently hold the right knee and gently bring it a little bit closer towards the ground, or maybe just adding a bit of resistance. If this feels uncomfortable, you can just take a normal twist, both knees on top of the other. Again, experiment, see, go with whatever feels best. But just holding here for a few breaths. Again, allowing that breath to really soften, to really slow down. Thinking about long exhalations. Let's go one more breath here. And then slowly bring everything back to the middle, unwind. And just take a full body stretch. Okay, let's do it on the other side. So, arms again resting down, left knee hugs in. And we're just going to find it through some circular movements. Again, the circles as big or as small as you want them to be. Change direction. Beautiful. And then when you're ready, just pause, hug that knee in, slide the right foot down, and then cross your left ankle above your right knee. Cool. And then again, hugging that right knee towards the body, either being still or gently rocking yourself side to side. Perhaps again, just notice, how does the left side feel in comparison to the right? Is it tighter, less mobile, or perhaps the other end of the spectrum? Okay. When you're ready, release. Let's take the legs down towards the right hand side, matching left foot to the floor, right knee to the ground. And again, if you want, your right hand can gently add a bit of resistance to that left knee. Or you take your preferred version of the twist. Once again, in this position, perhaps observing your breath. How does it feel in your chest, in your lungs, in your belly, in your diaphragm? Okay, we're going to go for one more breath here. And slowly again, unwind, bring it back to the middle, extend the arms overhead, go for a full body stretch. Okay, and then from here, what we're going to do with the arms, you're going to extend your left arm out to the side, and if we bend both legs, plant the feet to the floor. You're going to bring your right hand, so both hands are in a T shape. Bring the right arm up over your head, sort of high five your left hand. And then you're going to slide all the way up the left arm across the chest and back to the starting position. So we lift up, we high five, and we slide and take it back. That's just a really nice, simple way to bring in a bit of movement into the thoracic portion of our spine, so the top portion of our spine. Okay. And then from here, the next time that your right hand comes to your left hand, you're going to bring both knees with you, match them on top of one another, so we're now in a twist. And this right hand is now going to create some circles, so we're going to take it from the left hand up and over our head, reaching back to our original point with the right arm. Then it's going to circle down past our hip and come back next to the left hand. So again, these really big, juicy circles. See how it feels. You can stay as close to the ground as you would like, or you can hover away. Maybe even change direction. Nice. Okay. And then from here, right arm goes all the way back to its original T shape, and we're going to hold in the twist. Maybe take your left hand to your right rib cage just to notice the breath. Can you feel any movement here? Cool. We'll go 2 more breaths. Then slowly unravel, bring it all the way back to the middle again. Go for a full body stretch. Extend everything. Let out a yawn if you need. Okay, and then we reset. So bend both the legs. Bring the arms back to that T shape, that wingspan. Left arm is now going to lift up and overhead. We're going to high five the right palm. Slide up, across, and bring it back. Again, lift. High five, slide, and bring it back. You'll find that you naturally begin to kind of roll in the lower body, in the hips, and that's absolutely fine. Just bringing little bits of movement everywhere. Okay. Now, the next time that left hand high fives the right hand, we're going to keep it there. Match your knees one on top of the other, take them down to the right hand side. Now the left hand is creating those big circular movements up and over the head, down past the hip. We're just going to continue like that a couple of times. Again, you might find the circles on this side are less restricted or more. How do you work with that? Do you need to adjust? Do you need to adapt? How quick or how slow do you want to go? Beautiful. Okay. Now with the left arm, take it back down to its original starting position. The right hand can take hold of the knee. We're going to stay here in our twist. Actually, let's take that right hand to the left rib cage and breathe into the palm here. Can you feel the movement of the breath? The inhale moving into the hands, the exhale moving away. Let's go for 2 more breaths here. And then slowly bring everything to the middle. Go for that full body stretch again. And then hug your knees into your chest when you're ready. Just gently rock yourself left to right. And we're going to bring ourselves up to a seated position when you are ready. Okay, so I wanted to explore 2 really lovely passive stretches in a more upright position. So the first one that we're going to do is a supported Janu Shashasana. So have your block to hand for this. So from a straddle position, you're going to take your left foot to the inside of the right thigh. The block, you might find that you don't want it, but just place it next to your knee for now on the top setting. As we go throughout, you can kind of adjust it to the medium or the low setting. But from here, you're going to bring your right elbow down on top, reaching the left arm up, and just kind of letting the head rest in the hand. Again, like I said, adjust if you need. Maybe take the block a little bit lower. Or maybe you need to take it a little bit higher. You could add another block on top. And just kind of see how you feel. Now for me personally, I really like to start with my top arm reaching over and really trying to lengthen the space from my middle finger of the top hand to my left hip. But then when that's done, I just like to let it rest. Either by gently resting it on the thigh and pressing it away, or taking it towards that left rib cage. Again, if you need to adapt and adjust the block as time goes on, go for it. Perhaps you close down the eyes, whatever feels good. Okay. Let's go for 2 more breaths here. And then slowly bring yourself all the way up and out of the position. And we'll swap sides over. So again, switching the legs through, right foot now to the inside. So again, maybe just start with the block at the height and sequentially build it down. Left hand down, right arm reaches up and over. Find that reach, make your adjustments, because left and right is always ever so slightly different. So you might need a different position or a different variation. Breathing towards the chest, breathing towards the rib cage. Beautiful. Okay. Let's go for again another 2 breaths here. Doing these classes is so lovely for me because they're really relaxing. Okay. And then you're going to take your time and again, slowly bring yourself all the way up and out of the position. Pop the block to the side and release the legs forwards and just give them a little shake. Okay, cool. From here, we're going to use a block again. You're going to place it sort of lengthways towards the top of your mat. We're going to come down into a supported fish pose. So ideally we kind of want the block to be in the top section of our spine, kind of in between our shoulder blades. So it takes a little bit of guesswork to figure it out. But you're going to lie down on it and kind of bring your head down towards the ground. And then with the arms, either take them to that wingspan, or if you would like a slightly stronger stretch for the chest, you take the arms more to a cactus position. And I want you to just think about breathing and expanding into the ribcage, into the chest. With your legs, you could take the soles of the feet together and take a butterfly shape, where you can keep them planted on the floor, or you could have them straight, whatever's good. And it's quite a nice position to even get a little bit of a jaw and throat stretch. Kind of just opening and closing your mouth real subtly to get a stretch down the front of the throat. Okay, let's go for 2 more breaths here. Okay, from here slowly begin to just reset the legs, take them straight if they're not there already. Wriggle the fingers, bring the hands by your side, chin to your chest and slowly push yourself all the way back up. I'm going to finish with one more pose, which is one of my favorites for the lower body. So for this, if you have the feet planted to the floor, we're basically going to take this section off the block and place it just above our glutes. So it's a supported bridge pose. So you're going to press the hips up, place that section off the block just above your butt, and slowly find contact. Just think about letting the body melt towards it. Again, you can adjust the height of the block, see what's comfortable. Now what I like to do here is reach my arms over my head and just breathe into my chest. You could also, if you wanted this to be a little bit more intense for the hip flexors, is just to walk the heels away and have your legs straight. Again, sometimes it's nice, sometimes it's quite intense, so just see what is good. This is such a nice pose. I hope you guys are enjoying. Okay, let's go for 2 more breaths here. Okay, slowly wriggle the fingers, bring the arms back by your side so you can lift the hips, slide the block out, lying down on your back, and just hug your knees in, again, rock side to side. When you're ready, roll over to one side, pick yourself up to a seated position, and just take a moment, hands resting in your lap. Maybe eyes closed. Just observing your body, any physical sensations, your headspace, where your mind is, and your breath and its cadence. When you're ready, hands together, rub the palms, pop them over your eyes, and bring yourself back to your space when you're ready. So thank you for practicing with me. I really hope you enjoyed and you feel super, super grounded in yourself, in your breath, in your body. But yeah, if you've got any questions, let me know below. If not, I will see you next time. Bye.